When did Kamila Valieva's star light up? At the time of her first world record at the Finlandia Trophy? At the Grand Prix stages in Vancouver or Sochi? When did she improve her results at larger starts? No, it happened in Turin 3 years ago, in December 2019. Then Valieva won her first major international victory. She won the Junior Grand Prix final. But this victory might not have happened. After participating in the stages of the series, Kamila broke her leg and was urgently recovering in order to still come to Italy. Valieva's main rival, in addition to other Russians, in that final was Alice Liu, an American who at that time owned a triple axel and a quadruple Lutz. Liu passed her stages brilliantly, taking gold both in Lake Placid and in Gdańsk. But Kamila didn't have a quad at that time. She simply didn't have time to restore the quad sheepskin coat after the fracture. The unpleasant injury happened in October, and in early December the figure skater had to compete in the Grand Prix final. At that time, Kamila was in good shape, but the fracture destroyed the entire training plan. While it is impossible to disturb the leg, you start to lose in physics. Later, Valieva admitted that it was very difficult for her when rolling out programs. You go and realize that you don't have enough breathing apparatus not only for the second half, but also for the first. The tournament itself turned out to be very difficult for Kamila. After the short program she was fourth. The skater made a mistake on the way out of the Ritberger and lost to rivals with a clean rental. Daria Usachova, Ksenia Sinitsina and the same Alice Liu were in the top 3 at that time. She took a risk in the short program. She whirled under Barbara Streisand and made a cascade with a triple axel, squeezing the maximum out of the existing rules for junior girls. When you take 4th place after a short program, it's just right to get a shovel and dig out in an arbitrary one. But it would be something. In Chelyabinsk, for example, Kamila made a cascade with a quadruple sheepskin coat and went to the second quad, and here at the beginning of the program she had double axles. The difference in the base cost is significant, if not titanic. In training, Valieva went to the sheepskin coat before the fracture, but the jump was still very raw, so it was too dangerous to insert it. And how to dig out? Here, Liu, on the other hand, sought to strengthen the leadership and expanded the application to the maximum: 2 triple axles, 2 quadruple Lutz. How does it feel to go out on the ice, knowing that the opponent's program is much more complicated, and she is also in the lead? It must be incredibly difficult. But Kamila came out and performed all the elements perfectly, everything she could. Ted Barton, commenting on that rental, noted, she could not show her quads due to injury, but brought everything else to perfection. Alice Liu started her free program with a fall from a triple axel, and then made 2 quadruple Lutz, 1 in a cascade. But the technical team found 1 jackdaw on both jumps. The same thing happened with another triple axel, which Alice managed to land. The element was counted, but with a decrease in the base, and Liu also lost in allowances. Visually, Alice's rental seemed almost perfect, and the figure skater herself most likely expected to win, because she coped with most of her Ultra C. The ratings came as a surprise to both the figure skater and her coach Laura Lepetzik. So why did Liu still lose to Valieva? According to the basic cost, Kamila's program lost about 14 points to Alice's program, but at the same time, the Russian figure skater even beat her opponent in the assessment for the technique. We managed to eat this difference due to allowances for the purity of execution. Almost all the judges rated Kamila's elements +3 and higher. Valieva turned out to be 2 points stronger in the components. Alice's fall could also play a role here, blurring the impression of the program. Congratulations to our girls, both Kamila and Dasha. Kamila as a real hero, she was able to recover so quickly after a broken leg. Of course, we did not have time to restore the quadruple sheepskin coat, but she performed the set that we planned brilliantly, which allowed her to win, Daniil Gleikengaus said then in a conversation with journalists. The confrontation between Alice and Kamila then continued at the Junior World Championship. But it didn't turn into some kind of significant duel at the adult level. Liu was covered by puberty, after which she restored only the triple axel. Kamila, on the other hand, followed the path of increasing the number of Ultra C. In the Olympic season she came out with a set of axel and 3 quads. And after that victory in Turin, she began to be called a genius.